Hello.
Hey, Villi, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing just fine. How about you?
I am pretty pumped up. It's been a good week, lots of stuff getting better with my health, so I am more than happy to spend an evening with you, a good friend, and explore another wonderful narrative together. So I'm great. I'm very great.
Mm-hmm. And I am very curious and interested to see how you proceed with the narrative.
Yeah, I like games that offer like a good freedom of choice, and I definitely feel like I'm not pigeonholed anywhere. And hopefully, watching me play this game gives you like maybe another fresh perspective. I don't know, stuff you haven't seen or considered. So that's certainly something I do hope to do. Oh, we already got some visitors in the chat, so hello everybody. Let me put our beautiful faces up on screen. There we are. And let's just get this game booted up. Nice, quick, to the point.
Indeed.
So with this game, I noticed that the OST is not that vast. It's only really because I think it's, from what I recall, it's mainly kind of silent most of it, except when you're going through the
Well,
the streams.
I suppose you're right. I don't think there's that many songs from what I can remember.
Yep, but that's no problem. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I know what I have to do again. I have to like make this. Oh shoot. Can I do Heaven's Vault for you? Yes, I can do that. Aaliyah and Six are on the trail of the missing. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right. Aaliyah and Six are on the trail of the missing roboticist Janiki Renba. An unusual cycle in an Empire period brooch took them to a lonely rock where Renba had hidden a cache of finds, including a purple robe lined with ancient symbols. Impossible as it seems, the robe appeared to have originated somewhere deep in the wild rolling hearts of the Cyclones. Meanwhile, Aaliyah has taken time out to visit Elbereth, the moon where she was born, where she has heard a rumor of a laborer injured by accident, an ancient buried ship. Okay, so yeah, it's not letting me pick the for the stream. I need to go to window mode again.
Ah.
Yep. So that's okay. Now I can probably select it because 1080p. Yep. There it is. Let me try full screen again. Did it work? No.
Huh.
There we go. Yep. So it kind of sucks, but that's where we are. And
Looking at the stream, it's
a little big.
kind
Yeah.
of cut out on part of it.
Yep. Because I had it on full screen before, and now it's not letting me do it. So let me zoop, do that. Grow. Boom. That'll work.
Okay.
The Cyclone's Eye Moon. I do wonder if that text changes based on order of events or what stuff I've done, so I think it does. And hello, Ray Yoshi, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here.
Indeed.
Yep. So I'm gonna quickly post this in a couple servers to inform some people, but other than that, how's your week? Like, anything fun? I know you've been working hard on your streams as well, getting through some pretty long games.
Yeah, I finished a short one recently, which I mainly chose a short one because I'm about to be starting a long one. Thursday, I will be doing a stream of Baldur's Gate 3 because it fully releases on Thursday, and then I'll be adding that to the regular thing. While I've been continuing with a different game, War Tales, which has actually been shockingly entertaining. I've been
Really?
really enjoying it and having to deal with the problem of I want to keep playing, but if I do, I'll end up with too much backlog.
Backlog because more stuff is coming out that you want to play, yeah?
No, I mean backlog in the range of the videos that I upload to YouTube
Oh, right.
because I always record 8 episodes over the weekend, which is basically enough to have one episode every day plus one extra for the backlog. So, as it goes on and I keep doing more more weeks, eventually I get enough backlog that I can skip a week and not have to worry about not having episodes to upload. Unfortunately, now it's the part where it's like, okay, if I want to keep playing and keep streaming it beyond the normal amount, then I'm going to end up with more and more backlog, and people will end up seeing episodes that come out 20 episodes before where I actually am.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like I don't do the editing that you do. I record in huge chunks and upload to my channel.
Hmm.
But you know, you do you. Glad it works out. And I hope I'm not clipping anywhere on the game here. Also, hello, Goddess. Welcome to the stream. Oh, we got a decent credit night. Very happy. More support to smaller games like this. They do need it. All right, so let me see what I can do. I am here to explore the latest lead.
Do not sprain your ankle out here, mistress. We are unsuitably far from help.
Do you think that's likely? I am
I am
outside.
outside of my expertise, mistress. I do not know what to expect.
Yeah, I used that again. Miari assigned you to me to keep me safe. So I'm relying on you and your ethical core to do that.
My ethical core cannot keep you safe, mistress. It merely limits my ability to harm you.
Perhaps Remba is waiting for us just around this corner. We can hopper him back to the Nightingale, and this chapter of my life will be done.
Perhaps, mistress, perhaps. We can only hope.
Also, I don't like the fact that there's one little thing preventing you from actually killing me. I'm watching you. Hold it. 6. What's that?
Here, in the middle of the hurricane, there was a house. It was fine. Tucked in below the overhanging rock. Wooden beams, mud brick walls, shutters. Large enough for 2 families to argue over. It would have been measly on Iox and grand on Elbereth. But here, it was impossible.
Someone built this?
Buildings do not occur naturally, mistress.
And yes, yeah, Goddess, I'm doing great. My health is improving, like I said, and I'm very happy to be here streaming again with my friends since it's been a while. Okay, so... Blocked with rubble and ruin. This whole place must be slowly peeling away from the cliff.
Perhaps you might forego going inside.
So what should I do? Just go back to Iox and say, we got so far, then we gave up? You don't think she'd send us right back here?
I do not think Professor Miari wants you to sprain your ankle, mistress.
I don't think Miari cares about my ankle. And besides, you can always hopper me back to the ship. It's a bit of a drop.
So do not fall, mistress.
Is this Remba's secret? Was this place stuffed full of robots or something? I do have a map. But it's just
Nope.
the whole freaking...
Not of the area. Unlikely, mistress. There are no ramps anywhere.
Great. So we are stuck. I could vault over the wall here.
Please, mistress. The floor beyond would only give way beneath you.
Well, fuck you. Hardcore parkour! There's no other way. Here goes. Hut! The floor seems sound enough. 6. Where did the robots go? Steak. Yeah, unfortunate for me, like, I'm trying a lot to prohibit, like, as much red meat consumption as I can for health, but Otherwise, yeah, I love a good steak. Some kind of structure. There is a plinth inside. It looks like a shrine. It might help me date this place. Figure out what it's supposed to be. Look at this place, Aaliyah. No one would live here. They couldn't.
The ghosts were still here, cooking, reading, doing whatever ghosts do. The house was empty, but it hadn't been abandoned.
Hardly comfortable. Whoever built this place wasn't worried about making it cozy. And there's an inscription here, of course. It's old, barely visible, scratched into the plaster. Oh my gosh. We'll just say friend. Stories? Like bedtime stories? These glyphs remind me a bit of my translation of Buried. Oh, really? As... Why not mother? Mother? Think. With. And there's some words I found before that might help. Can I drag these in? No, I can't. Stop! Night. People? Does French stories his mother think with night people make sense? It's a beautiful example of my really discombobulated mind. Pity I barely understand it. The angle's interesting too. Someone scratched by lying down.
Scratched by someone lying down. You sure it would be something like that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe it was someone's dying words, like a mystery. Why build something as big as this out here? Who was it for?
Mistress.
Ah!
Evidently, it is good to see you intact, mistress.
I thought you abandoned me.
My apologies, mistress. I did not consider your feelings about my decision to go off alone. Ironically enough.
How did you get down from that arch?
I could not climb over the wall, so I drove myself over the cliff edge. Once I had dug myself out of the sand, I found a door.
And are you in one piece?
Evidently, mistress.
And we have a new follower! Hooray, Dragon God 9! Welcome, welcome, welcome to my group. Glad to have you here. So if you are new here, I am a variety streamer, so I like to go and enjoy great narratives, action RPGs, sometimes a great platformer, and just other games, both old and modern, that carry my fancy. So come along, yeah, please meet you as well. Stay tuned. We're going to have an awesome month in September, October, where we're going to have all the spooky stuffs come out. So it will be a very, very stream-filled, spooky, terror-filled amazingness of a month. So cannot wait for that. And thank you for the hydrate. I'm going to do that right now. Excuse me. And Six is just chatting away.
Yes, trying to talk to you.
Sorry, another cot. Someone grew too old or too ill to climb back upstairs. So they made up a bed down here instead.
Someone died right here, mistress.
You're sure?
The evidence is minor, but significant. A person lay on the floor here for some time after death.
Well, that's morbid. Renba?
No, Whoever died here died scores of years ago. The lack of moisture on this moon has preserved the traces, but they are old.
So, where are the bones?
The person who lay in state here was only removed recently.
There's an inscription up here. Ah. The Hearth. I got a couple of these words in my notebook, but I think I could take a chance on what's left. Water, goddess. Let's say bless. Blesses. Fire? Water goddess blesses fire. The water goddess from Mersey. Is this place directly connected to Mersey then? This place is empty. No ancient cults here. A fire poker. Might be worth something to someone. We didn't see any shrine houses on Mersey like this one here. Not even small ones. An older custom, perhaps.
Iox does not permit shrines, mistress.
A workbench. Whoever lived here would have needed to be self-sufficient.
Then they would have needed water, mistress.
I don't see pipes, do you? There's something up here. A blade? A dagger. A little corroded, but beautifully crafted. And with an eagle and sun on the hilt. And there's an inscription on it. I can barely make the letters out. They're so small. And yes, goddess. Oh, wait. This one's a fractured fragment from an even longer phrase. Oh, here, boy. Yeah, goddess. Last stream I'm actually going to move us to the top right because I'm blocking inscriptions down below. There we go. Resume. Okay. Emperor. Of course. All. Us. I can add my translation for all to my dictionary now. Yes! Progress. We don't know what that is, though. Which leaves one word to guess. I think it's pretty obvious. Emperor protects us all. I hope I'm right. This looks interesting. Beautifully made. Much nicer than everything else in here.
I estimate it to be hollow, mistress.
Can you open it?
Not locked, mistress, but stiff. And I lack fingers for leverage.
What do you call those?
A hologram.
Move over. Let's see if I can shift it with my womanly muscles. Ah, curses. I've got fingers, but I can't get them under the lid. I might be able to snap the lock.
Mistress, is it moving?
It's definitely shifting. Here goes then. Let's see.
And there it was, just lying there. The greatest treasure I ever found.
6.
Thank you.
Look at this.
From inside the coffer, from the distant past of the nebula's once great empire.
Incredible.
It was a crown.
A brooch and a crown. The eagle and sun motif. Just like Janiki's brooch. The mark of the Empire. Could this be the crown of Iox itself? Should I put it on?
If you like, mistress. Evidently it is a hat after all, though I imagine it might suit Professor Mayari better.
You have to tell me if it suits me! Ah, what do you think?
Most regal, mistress.
Did you hear that? I thought I heard a voice.
I heard nothing, mistress, and my hearing is considerably better than yours.
Strange. There's something written along the rim. Oh my gosh. Why does it keep growing? Let's see. Let's see. Emperor. Let's see. We watch. I say everything. We are. I don't think that's nothing. I'll say hope. We know all. That seems like a very good regal phrase for someone to rule. We watch everything. We are hope. We know all. Ah! Ah!
I think you're okay.
Check my hand, Six!
Wasn't there an inscription on it?
Oh, on the lid?
Oh, I guess you can't check it anymore.
Is this crown what Miari want us to find? Is this why she sent us out here looking?
Mistress. I will have to tell her, mistress. Her motives hardly matter.
Also, hello, Non. Welcome to the stream. You just missed me jamming my hand in a freaking chest that closed by itself. This place is haunted, I tell you. I wonder if this door is jammed. Or if it might... Open! Sesame! Look at this! Swirls and flows. It's like that language from Outer Wilds. These are rivers. The detail. Who lived here? Who drew this? These look like rivers of Ghost Wake. But no one goes to Ghost Wake. Oh, another site. Is there an inscription? It seems so. This one is several words. Mother? That's all I can do. I think those aren't the symbols for mother at all. Damn. Looks like an ear, so I'll go with here. Me. Find. No. Let's say that's home. Let's do find. Does find me homework? This is definitely a map. But not of this place. Somewhere else. Alright. This place is a treasure trove of stuff. What's this crown doing out here? Was this a seat of power in the Empire? This place, it doesn't seem possible. Let's see what we got here now. I could slip through here.
Are you always this adventurous, mistress? I am finding it quite exhausting.
You'll cope. Somehow.
In the yard behind the house, there were tools. Plots of earth, washing hung out to dry. It was like the owner had slipped inside for a quick rucker before they came back to chop more wood. Someone had been building a life on this miserable rock.
Alright, let's see if I can go for... These are solved. You said there's... Once one pops up, it will say solvable, right?
Yes. Solved means you know exactly what it is. Solvable means you figured out all the words.
Gotcha. I don't think Janiki found the crown. So why did he come here if not for the crown? Some kind of manga. Definitely isn't natural. There's something here. A necklace. What are these things? Flat beads, ceramic, I'm not sure. These sticks are all but petrified. It can't even rot out here. But there's something cut into it. Wow, even on something this small. This is broken off. But this is the key for me to go in and confirm words. My translation find can't be correct anymore. I'm sure my translation for you is correct now. All
I
right.
figured out one.
Well, it's a stick. Let's see, a stick. Say keep. Friend. I don't know, put eternity. I could still change my mind, but eternity keep you? So what is this? Not a statue, not a device, not a weather vane or moisture caster. A grave? The shape, the position, away from the bed, sheltered? So someone died here, and someone else buried them. But not Renba. The wood is far older than that. If that thing comes to life, I'm gonna scream. Alright, so let's do unsolved. The one I just did. Not that one. I think it was the map one.
It's all the way on the right.
No, but...
Found etched into the wooden marker.
Yeah, but... I don't... Yeah, but I want the one beforehand I found, so I think it was this one. Yeah, this is it. Because I think take... Oh, find didn't work.
It does alter anyone you find in the past. Change a word in one sentence and it changes all previous examples of that word.
Cool. We'll just do hear me home for now.
Well, that changes what you just found to eternity hear me. Or eternity hear you.
Oh, you're right. Let's see what else I can do here. Worth me home. Let's just do keep. That sounds better. You know, like have a blissful afterlife. Bone dry. So 2 people died here. One upstairs, who was buried outside. and then later another by the fire below. Garden beds. Something must have been able to grow here once, though I can't see how. I wonder if whoever dug that grave believed in the loop, like they do on Iox. The loop is said to be reborn, a soul must return to the rivers. Burying someone prevents them from coming back. It's the worst thing you can do to your enemies. Ah! In that case, maybe I should rethink. Yeah, maybe I should rethink what this means now. I think that's keep. But if it's something negative, death keep you.
Interesting way to think about it.
Who is buried outside then? Whoever owned this place first, perhaps? Before it was taken from them. I think that's everything out here. I'm coming back, 6.
You found a grave, mistress.
I think so. I think someone came to this moon and buried its inhabitant.
I will wait for you down here, mistress. I cannot climb stairs.
I need to install some hover pack in there or something. I don't know. Locked. Or blocked. Or both. Okay. Alright, I already went there. Let's go out here. Let's see what's up here. Ruin and rubble. Oh, is that smoke? That is definitely smoke. Oh, Remba. That's your ship, isn't it? Oh boy. What's this? It's quite different than the rest of the building. For some kind of telescope? But the position and the bearings are fixed. The material on this is totally wrong. Is it metal? Rubber? It looks like something Oroi may have built. I must remember to ask her about it. And there are scratches in the top here. Something fit inside the frame and was removed by force. Did you take something, Janiki? But if so, what was the stand meant to hold? There's something over there. I can't make it out. Looks like I have to come back here later. Looks like wreckage? Could be old, of course. Although it is smoking. There's something wedged here. A metal wind chime. I would estimate dates from the Holy Empire. I've seen the markings on this before. On the side of the ship. On it, there's something etched. Awesome. This isn't a word I already know. I'll have to make a guess. But heaven. Heaven. That will do for now. I think this originates from the moon depicted in the wall mural. This should make its location easier to find. Wonderful. Alright, so I definitely need to come back here later. Just don't look down, Aaliyah. Yeah, and I'm obviously not going to break my legs climbing down there. Right, let's see where we can go next. I saw something from the roof. It looked like wreckage. From a ship?
Mistress, are you saying you climbed up onto the roof of this place?
You missed the point of what I said, Six. The point is, Janiki's ship is probably in pieces out there. And you just ignore me.
After the dead air of the house, it was good to see the sky again.
We have obtained 3 ancient artifacts here. Also, we have learned enough to pinpoint one new location of interest, the site from the mural. I suggest we take the crown to Professor Mayari directly. We must also inform her of our theories about Renba. You'd like to activate the hopper now, Mistress?
Not just yet. There must be more to this place. I want to know who lived here, who died here, and what happened to Renba. No way through here. Though it would have been once been open enough. The shrine was built here. Is the stone inside from Marseille?
No, Mistress. I do not know where it is from, but my Aircy does not have a stone like that.
Something up here. There's something carved about the door. This is the end of a line of text. Oh, I definitely can't fit it there. Herb, just dream. That can't be the ancient for dream. Alright. Speak. Wow. Lintel. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. I think that's right. Some kind of blessing, maybe? There was a tripod on the roof. Empty now. But it looks like it might have held something once.
What kind of something?
I would guess a telescope. This must have been some kind of outpost observatory.
An interesting theory, Mistress, but I cannot imagine what they wanted to observe.
Alright, so we will explore the second half of this area. That way is unfortunately blocked. If we can find where the shrine came from, maybe we can work out whose crown we found. Oh, I can go there. I'm gonna go there just yet, though. There's something carved into the rock here. Alright.
More inscriptions.
A broken fragment of text.
Mistress, that translation is clearly incorrect. There must be another phrasing.
Maybe it's part of a bigger line. Bless. It's a long one, but I'm confident it says bless. Yes. There's only one word left to resolve. Yeah, I don't think they're harvesting here. Bless ground makes sense. A devotional inscription. To keep the water flowing. It didn't work. I can barely see the rivers above. And yet there's something here, which makes me wonder, what else is out here waiting to be found?
Mistress, please. We should not linger. If anything were to go wrong out here, we would never be found.
Should someone would come looking for us? You're looking for Janiki, aren't we?
Juniki is Mayari's friend. Are you?
Too late. Another inscription. I will table that thought. Okay. Emperors. My translation for change is off. Let's do maybe demand. Demand prosper. Let's try that. Emperors never prosper. Emperors? Here? What are emperors doing out here? According to legend, the last emperor disappeared after Iox fell. He didn't die there with everyone else.
Are you suggesting he came here?
A stone pedestal with someone in it. It's Kibenya from Merse. This site would link to Merse then. That's somehow how Remba found it. The shrine is made of stone, but it's not the same stone as the moon itself. Is it as old as the building? The outer structure is certainly, but the stone pillar? No. The buildings here are significantly older.
The buildings here are significantly older than the pillar.
How old would you say the pillar was?
Mid to late Empire period, mistress. Moving it to this moon must have been difficult.
Perhaps it's from the moon in Ghost Wake we saw on the map.
Perhaps so, mistress. But if so, it has walked a long way to be here.
This should tell us a little more about this place. Looks like there's an inscription on it. It's impossibly small, but I can still read it.
Good eyes.
I'm going to have to guess the whole thing. Nebula, grounds, out. I don't know. Nebula grounds outwritten.
Unusual.
I had no idea. It's the goddess from Merse, isn't it?
Mistress, you can recognize her by her hat.
That's not a hat, Six. It's an aura.
You are correct, mistress. It is not a hat. Evidently, it is more technically a fascinator.
It'll be dark in there. Renba! Nothing. I guess it's too dark for me to explore. Maybe. Yeah, it's not letting me go through. That's a weird way to block people off.
Seems quite apparent. The building is at least 700 years old.
How did you work that out?
I have been observing the rate of weathering on the stones, mistress. Extrapolating, this building is older than the founding of the Holy Empire on Iox.
By all the moons and waters. It's a ship.
Well, the remains of one.
It's a ship! I mean, it was a ship.
Close enough.
Blackened.
Presumably, the
Right.
ship was still burning as it fell.
You're right. Watch for the lines on screen. Renba didn't hop her down. He landed his boat. Tried to, or else he wasn't able to return.
There are traces of an explosive propellant, mistress. I suspect Master Renba attempted to detonate himself off the surface of the moon.
The fire here must have burnt up a lot of air.
The remaining atmosphere is thin, mistress. Still, I believe the fire was extinguished before it consumed the whole ship.
I wonder why Renba didn't use a hopper to get down here. Landing his ship must have been almost impossible.
Was he a devout believer in the Great Loop, perhaps? The loopers believe that hoppering is like throwing oneself into a river. It is intended for the dead. It removes part of the soul.
That's just their fancy way of saying teleport, yeah? This was the hull.
It must have been an explosion, mistress. Enough to be seen on Maersi.
And what do we tell Miari?
The truth, surely, mistress. Janiki must have been sailing when it fell. He cannot possibly have survived.
It's becoming more and more likely. Is there a way down? There might be more clues down there.
I do not believe it would be wise, mistress. Indeed, I believe it would be quite the opposite.
I suppose. I've always assumed we would find Renba. I assumed. I don't know. That he was expecting us somewhere.
Perhaps you can take the matter up with Renba in his next life, mistress.
So what do we do now?
Return to Iox and inform Professor Mayari, mistress.
Not yet. It must have burned for days. And Janiki?
Mistress, there is no hope. Janiki is gone.
I'm a stubborn one, am I? Aren't I? Oh, there's something over here. There's something wedged under here. Seems to have survived the fire. Please, please don't be an arm. It's not an arm. A large coin engraved with the creature. It looks like something from at least the early Empire. This must have been aboard Janiki's ship. Another one of his finds. I don't recognize the face. No Emperor I know, and there's an inscription. The precision required for this. This is the end of a longer line of text. I've done something wrong. Oh, that was quick.
I believe you are correct with keep, mistress.
Alright. I'm also convinced of me. me safe. I think this comes from the same place as the chip figurine and the shard from a bottle we found before. They just help us where to look for near the dig site near Elbereth. This channel comes up from the rock. The wellspring must be down there somewhere.
The spring is dead now, mistress, and you are breathing the last air this moon has to offer. Juniki is not here, mistress. Neither is anyone else. Are you ready to go now, mistress?
We've still more to do here. I refuse to give up. Someone lived out here. They irrigated the land, prayed, here, in the heart of the cyclones. Some kind of hermit?
Eye of the Cyclones.
Eye of the cyclones, my mistake. Yeah, I think that's it over here. So the last emperor killed the hermit who lived here. Then the emperor buried them in the dirt.
We only know that the Emperor outlived them. We do not know there was a murder.
The emperors of Iox were all devout believers in the loop. To bury someone outside instead of returning them to the rivers to be reborn, that's what you do to your worst enemy. If
the Emperor was hiding here, perhaps he did not want anyone returning to find him.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I found... I found a lot of inscriptions, but nothing that can be solved. Unsolved. Yeah, let's look at this wooden marker again. Okay, so I still say death keep you. I definitely want to keep that one. So why did the last emperor draw a map to hide its site from the mural? Wishing for some kind of peace as he lay dying.
The Emperors believe in the loop, mistress. But to be reborn, you must be burned. Unlike all those before him, the last Emperor faced true death.
There's nothing we can do here, Six. Nothing at all. Okay. Water would have run down the channel, right past the house. Imagine having a stream of your own. Not a bad way to live.
If you can withstand the soul-crushing loneliness.
I'm not really much of a soul. Oh! I'm almost missed one thing. There's an inscription here. Hold on 1 second. Just responding to a couple messages. Hey.
No, Nonuberis, not that inscription. Different game.
That is a really good game, though.
Hmm.
Okay. Good. Yes. Go there. Share the Windows story. Do we do God again? No. Me. I think those can't be the glyphs for story after all. Let's go with Sky God. Open me toward Nebula. Does Sky God open me toward Nebula work? Renba must have really wanted to hide what he hid in that box of his. I wonder why. Take us back to the ship, Six.
Stand by, mistress.
So we do have options. Uh-oh.
Darkness.
This is not the Nightingale. Six? I hate robots. I hate them! They always do this kind of thing. Right before they gave you the speech about how it was for your own good. Mistress, you were about to step on a small ant. My ethical core required me to lock you out of this inside this packing crate. It's cold in here. There you are. Where's your head?
Mayari.
Six? Is everything alright?
You followed me, Lexi. As I thought you might. Because you knew. Because you've always known.
Of course I came. You laid a trail for me, so here I am. Renba?
You are quite alone, Mayari, and I have seen the truth of your lie. You are not what you claim. I know this, Mayari. You asked me to look, and I found so much.
And who do you say I am?
You say you are the highest of the high. She who knows the people. But you are nothing. I know it.
Renba, you're a robot? I'm sure someone would have told me that.
There isn't time. I found something. Something that matters more than me. Lexi, there is a great darkness. An all-consuming, hungry darkness. And it is coming.
Darkness?
There is an ancient place, Mayari. An observatory. It is watching, and it holds the wires of our fate in its claws.
What fate?
The loop is a lie.
The cake is a lie.
As you know. I will find it before the vault is lost. The robots know, but they don't remember. Someone long ago made certain they would not remember.
Renba, just answer one question. What is the vault?
It is the source. You have my apologies, mistress. I do not understand the question.
What were we talking about?
Nothing, mistress. We have maintained a companionable silence for several minutes.
Let's see if we can't get out of here. Wherever here is.
This way, mistress.
You don't remember how we ended up in here?
Hoppers can misfire due to imperfections, mistress. The eye aboard your ship is quite old.
Yeah, there's nothing over here. And no one called you just now.
Evidently not, mistress.
I was talking to Renba. Just now. Through you.
Mistress Master Renba is dead.
Wow, you just quickly dismissed that. There's light this way. I see where we are now. Although I still don't see how we got in there.
You have collected one more interesting artifact here, the coin. With luck, we will be able to trace it. Are you ready to go yet, mistress?
You think it'll work properly now?
I thought it would work last time. But I do not see much alternative. Shall I try the hopper one more time, mistress?
Do it.
Be ready, mistress.
And so we left the surface of the ruined Hermitage, moon near Marseille, with enough new evidence to find a new site. I guess so. So I can either go back to Miari or move on. Yeah, I don't want to keep her waiting. I'd rather maybe get some more clues from her. But just look at this thing. The workmanship is beautiful.
Evidently, it is more than a simple crown, mistress.
It's a symbol. This was Iox's power lost after the fall. To regain it would be a sign that Iox was once more than the center of the nebula.
More than that, mistress, I believe the metal is a casement for a mechanism of some kind.
A mechanism? What kind of mechanism?
Without opening it up, I cannot tell.
Roy might be able to help. She'd be able to open it up and take a look at it safely.
The occupants of Elbereth are hardly trustworthy.
I know Roy. She's honest. You can trust her at least. Now to look at that inscription I found. The actual crown of the Empire. I think so anyway.
Mistress?
I could sail forever.
Interesting, mistress. Could you sail forever, or would you run out of sky?
She looks at home here. But presumably she was fashioned on Marseille.
Clay being a material derived from waterlogged mud.
From the marker outside the Hermitage on the moon near Marseille. I still don't know what it's made of. The robe Janiki hid. I wonder if we'll ever know what's so special about this robe. Okay. I'm going to rest 6.
Very good, mistress. Where shall I take her? To Elbereth, perhaps?
Back to Elbereth.
Yes, mistress.
Yep, might as well see some old friends again. Get some insight. The harvest. So, Tabby. Yeah, I don't care. Bye.
You gotta do something.
Your shop is full of stuff, Tabby. What do you mean you got nothing to trade?
All this? All this is worthless. I'm sure more will flood in soon enough.
See you later, Tabby.
May your steps stay steady, Elia Alazra.
Alright, nothing much here.
Time to go, mistress?
I want to pay a visit to Arroy.
Very good, mistress.
Right, this way. We didn't really leave on good terms last time, but hopefully she's more receptive.
Yes?
I've heard one of your laborers was injured.
Accidents happen. There's nothing wrong with my stock.
I didn't say there was.
Your friend from Iox did.
Are you talking about Renba?
Friend of yours, is he? He's not welcome here.
Was Renba a customer?
You know perfectly well he was. You can tell him I won't be intimidated.
Renba would turn to worker with a broken arm. I need to talk. I need to talk to that worker.
Do you see any broken arms in my stock today?
You're saying Renba didn't return an injured worker?
You want to hire one of my stock?
What's the laborer's name?
Whatever you like.
Just tell me what Renba hired the man for.
How would I know? I bound his arm. I didn't listen to his stories.
How much to ask him some questions?
Listen, Celovois. Your Ioxian friend shattered my man's arm bone into 100 little bits. The bits are swimming around inside his skin like hungry maggots. He's never going to work again. Like his leather, you're the last chance he's got to earn himself a meal. So pay your dues.
Name a price.
Let's see what you've brought. I prefer jewelry and weapons.
Oh shit. I can't. I don't want to trade with you.
A pity. Come back when you're feeling more generous.
That'll do for me. Great, now I have a decision. But maybe that brooch has ran its course. But if it's linked with the crown, I better not get rid of it. It's the very first thing I got. So I'm gonna hang on to it.
That's your prerogative.
I heard a sound like someone dropping a bag of rice. Or falling out of bed.
Aaliyah, what can I do for you?
Sorry. I found something incredible out there, Oroy.
Oh, did you? A purpose for your life, maybe?
Can you keep a secret?
Alright, fine. Now I'm intrigued.
I hope you're ready for this, Oroy.
Please, spare me. Mistress, you cannot be intending to give the Emperor's crown to this woman.
I'm not going to give it to her.
No, I expect you'll try to sell it, whatever it is.
Look at what I found, Oroy. Just look at it. Oroy held the crown gingerly, like it was some kind of injured animal.
Bless the wind. What are you? The right bulk for a basic power source. There are contacts under the rim. What is this?
It's the crown of the Emperors of Iox, I think.
Are you serious? You've got the crown of the Empire, and you bring it to me.
I was hoping you could tell me how it works.
You want me to take it apart? All right, then. I'll take a look. I cannot believe you entrusted such a find to such a person, in such a place. Such an action is almost statistically impossible, but you did it anyway.
Ye of little faith, she'll figure it out, whatever it is.
That crown is a treasure of the Empire. All Mistress Arroy will likely do is lose it. With no offense intended to Mistress Arroy, that is.
Oh, you're pissed now.
I'll let you know what I find.
Look after the crown, Roy. Don't let it out of your sight.
Don't offer me advice on being cautious, Aaliyah. How many robots have you lost now?
How's business?
Still slow. It's not getting any worse. Give my regards to Iox, Aaliyah.
Alright. So you're pretty upset at me now. Look at his face. Alright, that's all we can do here. Unless I want to give the brooch away, but I'd rather not.
Do you think Mistress Arroy can be trusted?
I'm sure of it. Arroy's honest. She can't even lie.
There is also... I suggest we return to Iox and inform Professor Mayari what you have done with the crown. Shall we leave now, Mistress?
Soon? Not yet. What were you saying?
I was saying that there is also the option to go visit Godspeed and the guy down there.
Being back at
That or just go home. Or go back to Iox.
You mean the slums?
Yeah.
Some will be.
Ah, I missed a line, sorry.
Not all.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. This game moves really quick. And there's so much dialogue to go over.
There is.
I lost a robot here once.
Which one?
3. That was its name. One minute it was with me. The next...
I will be vigilant, Mistress.
Oh, you'll be alright, 6. I don't need to trade as much as I did then.
Mistress is teasing me.
Excuse me?
Gosh,
Darn it, this mic, I need a stand. I really need a stand for this mic. Because I broke off my, a little platform for my keyboard here, so I have, it's ergonomically's not bad, but now I can't have my mic centered. So it's, next to my mouse. Every time I bring my hand over, I knock it over, and it's ugh!
Yeah, my mic is on a boom, actually.
I need to do that. I need to stop being lazy and get a boom. So that way I don't have this issue anymore. That'll be something I'll have to buy soonish. When I remember to buy one. Forget a boon, I'll grab a boob. Thank you, Non. I mean...
Zeus is a boob.
No, I'm not. How dare you call me a boob?
Laughter, shouting, crying, all at once. The sound of 1,000 people packed up like a box of oranges.
Does she really say something different here every time we go to the slums?
I guess I can say a little bit of a thing. Timur and the guy down here both have options where you can do things to get artifacts. Timur allows you to trade one artifact for another, which can give you hints for locations or give you inscriptions. And the guy down here may just outright give items to you.
Nice.
Aaliyah, you're back.
I told you to call me L.
You know what L means, Aaliyah? It means moon. You can't be called Moon. Might as well call you Rock. And Moon's already taken. Guy's an idiot. I will wait here, mistress.
Boob simulated. Yes, Non. Flies plotting. behind the scenes. I know she is. I heard something out there about a darkness. Something that will fall across the whole nebula.
Oh, yes? Did you hear that in the war rooms of Iox?
Do you know what it means?
No, I don't. A great darkness is a luxury for Ioxians to fear. Here, we worry every night. Enjoy.
Thanks, Timur.
I had my first taste of Rucker when I was 8. I didn't pay for it that time either.
How about some good news, then? I have something for you. A book.
Dating from the Oxian Empire, there's a printed message on the cover. This one's a phrase run together. Also, I just remembered one thing about the worker owner. Why can't I just give her the dagger? Why is it forcing me to give her the brooch?
I don't know why the dagger is not an option at the moment.
Yeah, it's like, I found the dagger, let me just give you the dagger. It seems less impactful to the plot. Nope. Let's do out. And my translation out isn't right now. But I can't add my translation for no to my dictionary now. Beautiful. Wow, it's time. No. I don't know. Love is no. I'll look at it again later. I'd say this comes from the same source as the wind chime. The one I found on the Hermitage moon. This will make it easier to locate. Awesome. Where did you get the book?
From one of my customers. You're not the only one who sails to strange shores, you know.
The cool Rucker burned my throat, and Timur smiled.
You want another Rocky?
Do it. The robot won't miss me.
You should relax more.
Do you know anything about my parents, Timur?
I sometimes think if it... Oh, it's you.
If anybody would know, it would be you.
Aaliyah. First I heard of you was when I asked the orphanage for grape peckers. You were so desperate to get out of that place. Then you hid when the Grey Ladies came to get you.
You kept hiring me, though.
Of course I did. You'd hear my voice down the corridor and come cling to my leg. I could hardly leave you behind.
I always had my bag packed, you know, in case it was a longer trip.
Your time came in the end.
I was so happy when Miari found me.
I'm glad that worked out.
Wait, that was you? Do you know Professor Miari?
I do not know her. but I was at the orphanage when she was. She was, I don't know, inspecting. She happened to ask if any of the children were remarkable, so I pointed you out.
What was she doing on Elbereth anyway? I wonder.
Oh, that's easy. She was looking for someone, and that someone was you.
How did you know she wasn't going to put me into slave labor?
I didn't. But she was from Ios. She is Ios. So, what could I do? You're visiting the cat kiss today.
Just, what does that word mean? Cat kiss.
I'm not sure exactly. It's very old. Kiss is usually a word for a king or a leader. Laborers call the people who hire them Micus.
You'll never believe where I've been, Timor. Into the cyclones.
And why would you do a thing like that? You have a death wish. You come here and drink yourself into your grave like a true friend.
I was looking for someone. I didn't find them.
Well, what did you find out there? Did you meet the gods? Did they tell you what they're playing at?
I found the moon. Someone had hidden there. Maybe one of the last emperors. I saw something terrible today. The burnt out wreck of a ship. Out in cyclones. It belonged to someone at the university. He died out there.
And it could have been you?
Easily. Still might. I take some real risk out there, alone.
And sometimes you wonder why you do it. We all take risks, Aaliyah. Life is a risk.
I just feel bad for him, that's all.
Of course you do. Have a drink in his honor. So is a cleaning job keeping you busy?
I've cleaned up a little, certainly. It's amazing what you can find out there.
Picking through dead people's jewelry.
Timor, did you ever see Roy?
She never comes down here anymore. You two were inseparable once. I caught you stealing my rocket cast when you were too small to carry it, let alone drink any.
Roy picked the lock with the hairpin.
The things that girl could do if she put her mind to it. Your friend by the door there should be afraid of her.
I best be going. See you around, Timor.
Don't be a stranger.
Come on, 6. Alright, so I got a little bit of something from him and more backstory with him and I.
We have one new artifact to trace. Shall we leave now, mistress?
Don't hassle me. Oops.
You meant to say yes?
No, I wanted to see if there's another person down here. I think you mentioned that.
There isn't. There's only the two. There's only him. Does much grow down here? It seems unlikely, and yet there are so many people.
Oh, well, it should be a short trip back. Time to go back and see the professor. Let's get back to the Nightingale.
Excellent, mistress. This way, mistress.
And so we left the surface of Elbereth. Yep. I think it's a really bad idea to give up the brooch. It seems so easy, but she mentioned 2 things, so maybe we should come back when I have a better item to trade.
Hmm. Mistress, I should inform you that I've told Professor Mayari about the crown. He is expecting it.
Roy just needs some time.
I am sure she will have it.
I'm going to rest 6.
Very good, mistress. What is our heading? Back to Iox, perhaps?
Back to Iox.
Yes, mistress.
Alright, so let's see what we unlock now.
There is one other person that you can regularly talk to, and that's, I forget his name, but the guy over in the library.
Yeah. So let's see. Solvable, of course. Gods know you. Alright. The gods. Gods knows all. Alright. Or the god here again.
That's all the ones you've solved. Where would you like to go here, mistress?
Might as well check up on our friend here.
Aaliyah, always a pleasure.
Okay.
You can move.
I was waiting for something else. Let's show an artifact. I've made a few rides recently.
Oh, yes?
Have you ever seen anything like this chip figurine?
May I take a look?
What's left of the inscription reads, "The gods know you."
Fascinating. Interesting. I've seen something else like that, I think, that was also inscribed. Now, where is it?
Our best pal here are going to teach us more of the ancient script.
Here it is. It was a shattered model of a stretching god. It was found floating in the 14 flows.
Alright, let's see if I make something. So, God. Might be wrong. Sky.
I believe I remember the word sky, mistress.
Alright! Let's try of. God of Sky. That will do for now. Do you have any more like that?
Let me see. How about this? This is a script from a silver statuette of a climbing god. It was found while digging under the canteen here on Iox, back in Mayari something or other.
Several words, so gods. That little tick mark's definitely of. Alright. And is must be correct too. Wonderful!
Huzzah!
of a climbing god.
Do you see the glyph with 4 strokes? That might be a symbol representing multiplicity, but that doesn't belong in Path.
Way of the Gods is... Way of Gods is parted. Do you have any more like that?
Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. I'll take the chip figure into the archives then.
I think we finished translating it, didn't we?
I think so.
Take it.
Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly.
I just gotta wait for him, I think.
He does eventually come back. It just takes a while because he goes for a walk to somewhere, as you can see him out there, out the window just now.
Might as well just advance the plot and come back.
Should we leave now, mistress?
Not just yet. So, you're Miari's robot?
She is my primary user, but that arrangement appears quite recent.
So you were with someone else before Miari?
I do not know, mistress. Should I know? I believe I was only recently activated.
You're sure you don't remember anything? From before you were buried?
Nothing. I can barely recall my activation, mistress, and that was quite recent. Although I do remember that Renbo was the one who activated me.
Let's go to the office.
Aaliyah, your robot informs me that Janaki is dead. Your robot told me Renba found some kind of ruin. What did you find there?
Renba left us a message.
Mistress? Go on.
The hopper malfunctioned. And I spoke to Renba.
I fear my mistress is now dissembling, Professor, though to what end I... Slisset! I thought Renba was dead.
He spoke to me through a robot somehow.
And what did he have to say?
Oh. Oh. Oh, man. He told me to find an observatory. That was all.
I do not recall this. Interesting. It was Renba's doing, of course. Perhaps he found a way to leave a message.
We found a dagger, Holy Empire period. A nice find. The university will be interested.
A worthless trinket, Aaliyah. Nothing else? Nothing more?
There was the crown, of course, but I don't have it on me.
But it won't be a problem for you to bring it next time you come. Will it, Six? No, Professor. I will ensure Mistress Aaliyah brings it to you. I look forward to seeing it. Off you go.
Nice view you have from here.
Yes, it is. There are a few other trees on Iox, of course, but I would happily chop them all down if it kept this one going a little longer.
Professor? Professor, why did you take me from Elbereth? You never really explained.
I haven't, that's true. Do you need an explanation? Does it trouble you?
You've changed my whole life.
For the better, I hope.
That's not the point.
I don't often go to Elbereth, but I went looking for you.
Go on.
I had a sense you would be there. Aaliyah. Aaliyah. I had to bring you here, Aaliyah. Because you're my daughter.
Dun dun dun!
Yes?
You said a word to 6 I didn't understand. Sleesit.
Did I? You must have heard me wrong.
Sus. You have more books than Huang.
Those books are not his, nor are these ones mine.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
Aaliyah, I don't want this to change anything between us. If I can't be a mother to you, then I understand that.
You brought me to Iox from the orphanage on Elbereth. I remember it. You can't convince me otherwise.
Good faith to you, Aaliyah. Be well.
I'm keeping my relationship with her quite neutral.
Mistress, are you well?
I don't understand what she's talking about. She can't be my mother. I don't understand why she'd lie. But it's nothing to do with me.
Are you ready to go now, mistress?
Soon, not yet. So you were really dug out of a wall on Iox?
I believe I was removed from a wall. The exact events are hazy.
Alright, let's see if I can get one more artifact looked after. I've got a few things for the curators.
Oh, glad to hear it.
Take a look at this clay figurine.
Can I?
There's an inscription. I read as Nebula blah 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 blah, grounds be written. Let's take another look at this. Let's try stations. Does Nebula stations be written work better? Thanks, Huang.
It's a water bear. Goddess of fertility, wealth, and good news. These things are quite common, I'm told. It's almost a cult on some of the moons in the Protectorate. They follow the loop, really, of course, but they like to pretend they believe in the old gods, just in case. You'd best keep it. I don't think the archivists will want it. The curators will only smash it to pieces if you give it to them. I had best get on with some work myself now.
Fair enough. I uncovered something you might like to see.
Let's see now.
There's an inscription I read as "Love is no."
I'm not convinced by your use of love here.
I agree. I guess we can do read. I could still change my mind again, but read is no? Thanks, Juan. Have you ever heard of the word sleeset before? Huh?
Solicit?
This ain't good.
No, I don't think so. But Aaliyah, what's wrong with your robot?
This is getting creepy now. Six?
It must be getting old. Mistress, my head.
Another thing. Professor Miari called me her daughter just now, Huang. I don't know what to think.
What's that?
She said I was her daughter.
I'm still catching up here. Her daughter? That's not possible.
Isn't it?
Miari had a daughter, but she died years ago.
How did she die?
Well, she was ill from when she was born. She lasted 5 years or so, but she was never going to really live.
What kind of ill?
I have no idea. I'm sorry. It was long before my time, really. But that's what my mother had always said.
Do you know anything about an ancient observatory?
An observatory? That's interesting. Let me tell you something I heard about Renaki.
You've mentioned it before.
I have? Well, alright then. I was on Renaki recently. I know, me on a boat. You should have seen me. I turned green.
You are never coming on the Nightingale.
Thank you. I would rather not. Anyway, on the boat there was a trader called Amadu. He was talking, pretty expansively if you understand me, about something he'd found. He called it, well... You asked me about an observatory? That's what Amadu said he'd found.
I'm looking for a particular observatory. Not just any observatory.
Oh, well... This one sounded like it was old. I thought of you.
How old are these books of yours?
Oh, some are really old. But not, you know, not ancient. They date back to the first Empress or so.
But why aren't there any older books?
I don't know. There just aren't. I know you've found older.
Read anything good recently?
I've been indexing mostly.
Alright, that's all we can do here. I'll see you soon, Wong.
See you soon. Are you ready to go yet, mistress?
Let's do it. And so we left university. I'm really curious how future big events of this game are going to unfold. Alright, so we're done catching up. Now it's time to explore once more. Although we're running out of time tonight. Probably go like another 20 or so minutes. Yep, so we have to sail. Time to move on.
I will prepare the chalks, mistress.
So I think I have 3 or just 2 locations to visit. Let me see. Oh god, it's such a long way.
Yeah, you can travel up to
Renaki.
Renaki all the way up there. You have a possible location for the site from the mural. Renba's dig site is
Too
many
huge.
possibilities, but heaven only knows. And you can also go back to Elbereth or to Maersi. I mean, selecting one of them will tell you what you can do there.
I'm not sure if she's done looking at this yet. Right. Yeah. Let's try this. Return to figurine. That might establish trust. And this is from Huang. So this is not that huge a course, I think.
There could be something located there.
Yeah. And then I don't think I can do anything here.
Yeah, those are locations you've been to.
Yep, so we're gonna go here. Set sail. So we'll see what's here. Hopefully it's nothing too insane. I do
You'll
want
need
to...
to turn left up ahead, mistress.
Yeah, I just...
Why is Ghost's Wake called that, mistress?
They say Ghost Wakes is haunted. You know how, according to the Great Loop, the souls of the dead sail the rivers until they are reborn. Well, the story goes that most of them are asleep. Dreaming of childhood or lovers or big meals, I don't know. But sometimes they have nightmares and then they wake up. They might wake up. Those that stay awake forever, trapped in rivers formless. It's said they gather in Ghost's Wake. everything.
It can happen.
Alright, we're almost there. 6. What do you know about the Loop Temple?
I know little of the loop, mistress. The loop priests claim that life is a great cycle. They believe that all that happens has happened before.
Uh-oh. Like fate or something.
Available data suggests the site from the mural is in this vicinity.
No! I think I went the wrong way. Which way, 6? Oh boy.
If you open up the map for a moment, the yellow spots are, well, potential locations. And you can kind of get a rough idea of what things are, but this is unexplored territory.
Got it. Oh, there's one right there. A ruin! Oh,
I would guess it dates from the Empire, mistress. This should only take a few moments, mistress. I recovered a copper scimitar with an ornamental blade. It must have come from somewhere close by.
and an inscription on the crosspiece. This one is a fractured fragment, yep, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what we can do here. Oh.
Mistress, that translation is clearly incorrect.
Is wrong? Oh, shoot. I've done something wrong. So opens is wrong. It isn't a phrase for path. Damn. But I can add my translation for death to my dictionary now. Great, so I solved the one at the stone.
Yay, death!
Yay! Let's see. People. People call me Giver of Death. I like it.
He's fitting for something on a scimitar.
Sounds grim enough, yeah. Sounds grim enough.
You don't really need an inscription to know what a sword is for.
I'd say this is made on the site we're looking for. It must be close.
Be close by.
Ah, crap. I think went the wrong way. Yeah, damn, and I have to go all the way around again. Yeah, I need to take a right here.
Why right?
This is what the map says.
Ah,
Yeah.
true.
I'm gonna follow the water droplets. Let's go left. Oh, never mind. Oh, I found it. Awesome. The site of the mural. The last emperor drawn in Maximus' place, but why?
Of all the sites I travelled to with the robot, most of them seemed lost, abandoned. But this one felt like it had been hidden.
How much further?
Not far, mistress. The path turns here.
The lantern's all still burning, Six. How old is this place?
I would estimate this site to be more than 1,500 years old, mistress. It is quite a find, whatever it proves to be.
Trees. Lots of them.
Growing from fissures in the rock, mistress. The roots will eventually split the slope below us. This whole site will subside.
There's something etched on this one. A twisted tree. I know one of these words, I'll guess the rest. Yeah, let's go with dead. Dead? Will. Maybe cannot deceive you. Dead cannot deceive you makes sense, but I have no idea what it means. It feels like a warning. That's a good sign, Six. There's something here to find. Alright, look at some of my inscriptions. Found it or stumbled onto it, yeah.
Solvable.
God of Sky, which we've already done this one. And then what I just mentioned before, Death Keep You. Yep. So I'm pretty sure that that first word here, dead, is accurate.
Because it's so similar to death?
Yes. What should we expect?
I do not know, mistress.
Very Breath of the Wild type vibe with that riff. By all the wake and waters, this could have been written yesterday. Some kind of courtyard. A horned statue. An ancient goddess guarding her space. Is this place a temple? No good.
No, mistress. I do not believe there is a keyhole.
No keyhole. So how do people get in?
It may function like the gate on Elbereth, mistress. There may be a passphrase or some other mechanism.
There must be a way through, Six.
Naturally, mistress. There is a hopper eye inside the courtyard. If I may...
Go ahead.
Just wait, mistress.
Okay, we'll just bypass the gate.
The wind died.
We're intact?
I believe so, mistress.
The smell of flowers flooded the misty air.
Strange layout for a temple. No shrines, no priest quarters. Did this gate ever open? There are no hinges. Some kind of temple to the Horn Goddess. So why did the last emperor draw a map here? Wishing for some kind of peace as he lay dying?
The Emperor was dying with no way to be burned, no way to be reborn. Unlike all those before him, the last Emperor faced true death.
Perhaps the emperor drew the map to tell it his soul where to go. This is the bridge we saw from below.
Mistress, a warning. I believe the running water has compromised the stonework of the bridge.
Compromised? It feels solid to me. I'm gonna trust 6 on this one. This place is hardly collapsing, 6.
The constant action of water is highly destructive, mistress. It ruptures stone as surely as it ruptures the aging neurons within your own brain.
Hey! You're pretty proud of your age's brain, aren't you?
Pride is unnecessary. I will be enjoying my brain long after yours is dust.
That's morbid. I can't think why to keep giving me robots. Every time I break or lose one, they give me another. They must take my safety very seriously.
The university cares for your well-being, mistress.
Ah! There's something here. A piece of metal water flask decorated an outline of a leaf. It looks like it dates from the Holy Empire. The inside is heavily stained. Must belong to a heavy drinker. And there's something etched in here around the eye. Or the lid, I forget. Yeah, it makes no sense. This doesn't feel right. Into. So my translation into has to be a mistake. Oof. Rivers within. I have no idea. Rivers within I. I'll try that again later. This comes from the same side as the dagger. The one we discovered on the Hermitage Moon. Honestly, I didn't see a flask anywhere on here. It just triggered automatically.
That happens with a lot of artifacts.
This whole place is incredible. It's perfect. I leant over a flower and inhaled deeply. Musk and rose. A perfume garden. There can't be that many more robots left.
There were a few hundred in my cohort.
What's a cohort?
My manufacturing branch. It is hard to explain.
They're your family?
I recognize myself in them. Is that the same thing? At any rate, we would all appreciate it if you took more care of your robots.
Gee, thanks. Locked. There might be a key somewhere here.
That is a ridiculous idea, Mistress. Why would anyone lock a door if they intended to leave the key lying around nearby?
I just want to have some wishful thinking here. Perhaps they were absent-minded.
Mistress, really? I do not wish to have to report this kind of nonsense to Professor Mayari.
I don't know why Miari wanted me to take you with me.
The professor cares about your safety.
She sends you as a spy.
That would surely be unnecessary, Mistress. Nothing you discover has any real value.
Okay then. This one's definitely stuck. A tree has demolished a corridor beyond. Oh.
The same fate will eventually overtake this place, Mistress. Perhaps we could finish our explorations before that happens.
This must have been a stray seed once, nothing more. Now look at it. It'll bring the whole place down in the end.
The tree is a creature like any other, Mistress. Slow, but ultimately self-interested.
Robots are stupid. That's the problem. They run well up to a point. Then they throw themselves over a cliff.
Throw themselves? Or are they pushed?
Depends on the robot. Mostly worn away. Almost all worn away. I can't get anything from it. 6? What are you doing?
Mistress, the freeze. There really was a lot of writing here once, Mistress. A whole chronicle, perhaps. But I believe some characters can still be seen.
Okay, cool. Just because I questioned, I got something here. Nothing. Nothing matches.
Hit tab to view it. Although I don't think you can quite make it out. My guess is you can put some things down, but you might not have enough to figure it out. There's another of mark all the way on the left.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
Ultimately, I think you don't have enough knowledge of words.
Yeah.
Or there are words that you haven't found yet in order to make any guesses.
That's why it didn't let me guess. We can get through here.
Oh.
That's enough. It looks like a jungle in there.
A very warm and moist environment.
Stuck? Stuck. So, do we turn back now? That's not. Let's go this way. Maybe I can squeeze through here. There might be another door in the back.
Perhaps, Mistress, but I will not fit.
Then try not to rust out here, okay? Capiche? I won't be long.
Mistress.
Water's above. So many thorns. I'm not going back that way if I can help it.
The air inside the glass house was damp. It smelt like fruit and warm water.
Oh. I gotta stop doing that.
Mistress. I am most relieved to be within reach of you once more.
Bye-bye. Wait tier 6.
Perhaps you might try to open the door from the inside.
I just wanted to know if I... if it'll let me go back the way I came. I've gotta stop doing that. It's even bigger close up. Reminds me of the Tree of Knowledge on Iox. I just hope my shoulders don't go straight through. Eek!
Mistress?
I found the way in. I have a health bar?
So I see.
I've tried so many doors in this place. That's the first one I've managed to open.
I see you are still undamaged yourself, mistress.
Are you sure about that? I didn't need to scan me. I definitely took damage. What the heck was that? Is that really a health bar, like a stamina bar now? Still flowing. After all this time. I would have thought it'd be clogged with moss and dirt. Evidently, it is constantly...
Evidently, it is being washed by the water, mistress. Sorry.
Yeah, a little hard. The air is warm. What have we got? This is a scrap of sailcloth. Dating from the earliest Empire period? No embroidery in the fabric. This comes from the same place as the map. The one we found out in the wash. This must have been a garden. Left to ruin. Here's another way across the water. There's an inscription here. Around the stones at the base. B. Nebula. That's probably not Nebula. Yeah. May. You be, told. May you be told. That will do for now. Yeah, I don't know.
Mistress, please. You cannot expect me to cross that. I will topple into the water and sink.
I crossed it already. It's perfectly safe.
Indeed. I know you have lost robots before. 5 of them. I do not intend to increase your score.
Stop being so melodramatic, Six.
Be advised I will hopper myself to the boat if I so much as teeter, and I do not guarantee I will return.
Now, that wasn't so bad, was it?
I did not enjoy it, mistress. I found the risk most uncomfortable.
Stop complaining. Next time, wait in the ship.
I cannot.
Locked. Or stuck, maybe. So this is some kind of devotional garden. A monastery rather than a temple, maybe.
If you are happy with your conclusions, mistress, you have acquired 2 interesting artifacts here, the scrap of sailcloth and the piece of a water flask. I'm sure Huang will want to catalog them for you. Time to depart, mistress.
Don't hassle me.
Stone markers huddled together, whispering nasty things about me.
Shrines. Like the one behind the Hermitage when Remma died. Interesting. But, yeah, it's the same shrine we found. There's so many of these markers. Marking what? This might have once been inscribed, but it's been worn smooth. This one's in better condition. Still legibly carved. Wow. This is the start of a fragment of text. Rivers. No. At. Way. My translation at this is incorrect anymore. Ah. That's a lot of glyphs, but I think it must say rivers.
Hey, you got
Huge.
one.
Huge. Stone marker. Guide your way along rivers. I like that. Sweet, so I'm on the right track, but she's not going to confirm that. So I'm guessing if she thinks that, it's a good chance you have most of it right. Most curious. 6? What was that you seen? What have you seen? 6? This one isn't carved at all. But there's something inside the niche at the front. A heavily scratched iron incense burner, embossed with a mass motif. I think it dates from the early empire? Oil burning. The glass is sort they blow on Elbereth. The glass has been etched with symbols too. This is broken off. Everything. All right.
Huzzah!
I'm gonna say forever. No. See. Let's try now. Now I see everything. Now I see everything work. Is this from the same period as the scrap of sailcloth I found here earlier? But I don't think it's from the same site. In fact, I don't think I've seen anything equivalent to this heavily scratched incense burner before. Which means this originates from a site that's undocumented.
Hey. I have finished my researches, mistress. My conclusions are, I fear, worthless.
What were you looking for?
I do not know, mistress. One of the markers seemed to intrigue me for a moment.
Alright, I know it's 11, but I'm going to see if I can quickly wrap up this area and then call it. This one's more than smooth. There are niches in all these markers. They're empty. Looted or left that way. This one seems to be made of older stone than the others. That was my opinion. Oh,
That was my opinion too, mistress. The stone is indeed different, older, and from a different source.
and there's something up here. A hoop of metal. I wonder there was once one of these on top of the shrine we found on the ruined hermitage. Moon Nemerse. Heavy, but perhaps not as heavy as I had expected.
Mistress, please put that down.
But what's so special about it?
If you cannot see that, mistress, what kind of archaeologist are you?
What are you talking about now?
You humans have no eyes. You do not understand what you are holding.
I could take it to Roy. She'd make something of it, I'm sure.
We would take it to pieces, perhaps.
You can tell me later, maybe? But I can't just leave it here. It's valuable and important, Six. And it's coming back to Iox with us. Look, there are symbols inscribed on the inside curve. Of course, symbols justify every action I do in this game. No. Watch me. No! Let's try... Remember me. Remember me. Ooh, another sight already. Should have written what you want to remember. Too late now. I feel sure I've seen something like this before. We might be able to trace where it's from. Oh, jeez. That seems like endgame sort of areas. How about this one? Ah, the inscription of this one is readable. There's a few words in this one. Divine.
I believe you can be confident of your translation for never, mistress.
Oh, yeah. Ah, one of two. I'll take it. I'm gonna say that's good. That seems good for light. Divine light never dies. Yes! Makes way more sense. This place must be some kind of monument to a war or a famine or a plague. If these shrines represent bodies...
If these shrines represent bodies, mistress, there are not enough for a war.
I do have to wonder, you know, if there's like a full language guide that one can look up once you beat this game. They don't look very safe anymore. Perhaps there were metal hoops on all of these shrines originally. They might have been looted if they're valuable. Nothing on this one. A stone setting. Either someone's making preparations when this place is abandoned, or the shrine to sit here was removed. Locked. Anyway, it doesn't look safe out that way. There's nothing but sky down there. More markings here. This is a treasure trove of symbols.
Mm-hmm.
That's good because I need all that I can get. Oh. Sweet. All right. Sail safe. And hold of, yeah, that seems similar. I'm gonna say sail safe and your sky sailcloth, I guess. Sail safe and your sailcloth. Some kind of blessing. A stone of protection, perhaps. Smooth. Really?
Huh.
Can't even open that door either. Like, it's weird. Let me see it. What was the suit made of, I wonder?
Unclear, mistress, but we may be able to locate its origin.
That's just teasing me now. I guess because of all this foliage in the way.
Stop moving for a second. And face it. Or get close to it and stop trying to run into it.
There we go. This one's buried. Yeah, there we go. I have a dagger, right?
A dagger isn't a machete.
Eek! That was too close. I just want to see
Mistress, what are you doing?
There's an old Albrathian story about a boy who gets washed into the rivers. He drowns, of course, then comes back as a fish.
I have always said Elbereth is a terrible place, mistress.
Can I jump that? It must be too far to jump. Too far to fall anyway. The stone just collapsed. I didn't do anything.
Do you have a sense of what this place was from your explorations, mistress?
A garden temple.
We have found 2 more artifacts here. The heavily stretched incense burner and the metal hoop. We have also discovered the existence of one new location, an early Empire period moon. Are you ready to go yet?
Soon, not yet. This one's set apart from the others. And it's inscribed. Yeah, seriously, the best place I found for inscriptions. I cannot sail. Let's try Will. May versus Will. I will sail again. If never again, this could be the opposite.
Does seem like you're starting to get an idea of how the language might go together.
I hope so. A sailor's motto. Sounds more like the words of a child. But by the waters, the air must be getting thinner.
Take your time, mistress.
What is with that meter? I don't like this.
This location is extremely unsafe.
The wind was strong up here. It wanted to grab you by the waist and chuck you down the cliff.
This moon is so lush. The valleys go on forever.
I can see Elbereth, mistress, through the haze.
You don't think this place is built to view Elbereth?
No, mistress. Elbereth is ferociously ugly.
These two seem in better condition than those below. The stone hasn't worn so much up here. Ah! Ouch! What was that?
Interesting. Mistress, as you have discovered experimentally, this shrine is indeed powered.
I don't know what I'm hoping for here. There is no need.
There is no need.
sorry.
Evidently, it is quite powerless.
This lump of rock is charged. And the hoop certainly fits. And as for you, you've come a long way to be here. Lead Seal's worth a trip for you, goddess. And then... Ah! By the moons!
Have I been asleep?
It spoke with the voice of a child. Friend of yours, Six?
Of course not, mistress.
You do not know who I am.
You can hear me?
I know you're there. You won't sneak up on me, even if it's dark.
Do you recognize this place?
I can't see you. It's so very dark. Why can't I see you?
Tell me your name.
You should know me already. I should have you killed.
Just tell me who you are.
My name is Kaya. I can't feel my legs.
Oh shit, could it be?
The power is failing, mistress. You must ask what you want to ask.
Don't be scared, Kaya.
Insolence. I will have you eat your eyes.
Do you know about an observatory or a vault?
I've never sailed, so the vault will open for me when it's time. Have I been asleep?
No!
Mistress, the power in the plinth has failed.
Poor Kaya. Whoever she was. I have a hunch. Maybe we'll be able to talk to her again. I'll be careful with you, I promise. I wonder what Huang would make of her. Well, we've already done that. Yep, let's do it. Alright, so I think that's it. Time to end this stream. If they'll let me go back to the ship.
Truly a most fortuitous find, mistress.
Yes.
Are you ready to go now, mistress?
Let's get out of here.
Stand still, mistress.
Well, it was a pretty girthy area.
Mm-hmm.
But we've encountered a lot. And I do have to wonder if I spoke to the professor's daughter right there. It seems to make sense based on what I know. A young child. Kaya sounds like a female name, so I wonder. We talked about loops and like reincarnation, all this stuff.
Hmm.
Could I be a reincarnated daughter?
A curious place, mistress.
So much water. 7 out of 10. If you could ship it.
You would be very rich.
We can make Elbereth bloom. Maybe I could tell someone about the place. But not now. We must end tonight.
Any solvable inscriptions?
Yes.
Seems there are.
This one?
That wasn't a solvable one.
Deceive, remember, wins. Which one's the solvable one?
That one.
Oh, the large coin. Keep me safe. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. There's so many inscriptions I've not solved yet. So this is in game time, like the time I take the sail. That's insane. How it tracks all this. Alright, but that will do it. Because it's late.
Indeed, and I should be getting to sleep soon.
Last save just now. Oh, cool. So, phew.
Yeah, the saves are basically constant. It's nearly impossible to save scum or the like. Like, there's probably some way, but I don't know what it is.
Gotcha.
And I will make this comment regarding what you said earlier about, oh, I wonder if you get like a log of words or anything like that at some point. You don't exactly get that. There is a new game plus where you can go through the game again, but with all the knowledge you have of words you've gotten, and even more inscriptions that you can try and find, because a lot of the inscriptions are kind of random. I mean, random in what you find. Like some of the artifacts and inscriptions you found, I found completely different ones. There are others that are guaranteed to be that, such as the inscription on the crown is guaranteed to always be the same, but random little items that you find lying around can be completely different.
That's actually pretty insane. And yeah, we'll see how it translates. I'm curious how diverse this plot can go.
And I'm very curious to see if you are able to figure out how the inscriptions and writings go together, how it is all figured out. It actually took me a while to figure it out, but eventually I kind of did.
Well, this would be the first alien language I've touched, even though you had to explain some of them to me. But I get patterns, but I don't understand its structure yet on how words are formed. I have small ideas, like if something's like a superscript, it could mean like something that goes like or and I, that sort of word usage. And I guess the longer the item, I don't know. There's something to do with its loops, how long something is.
I can give one hint, just one small one.
Sure.
To my knowledge, at least as far as I know, very, very few written languages on Earth have the same type of writing as this. There is one that I believe is a well-known language that is effectively the same kind. I won't say what it is, but it's one of the only languages I know of that works in the same way.
Hmm.
The fact that it's one of the only ones should be your clue.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to think of the other ones that we've touched on. It wasn't it was from Mist, I think. Some language that we talked about there.
Hmm.
All right. I think Mist or like some other games. We've been through a couple. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining me. I want to send you all to Queen Kaiju Pixel. They're doing Zelda. I think more. Oh, Majora's Mask. Cool.
And just as a shameless self-promotion, I'll mention again, I am going to be doing Baldur's Gate 3 on Thursday, starting going through that.
Yep. Please stay tuned for my friend's streams. I'll be back Friday for the rest of Oxenfree as I go for the true ending this time. So catch you then, and obviously Sunday night will be Sekiro, so can't wait to start that up. But bye, guys. Have a good night.
Very
Take care.
well, and be well.
All right, and you have a good sleep, my dude.
Thank you.